Okay, now we can continue on. See what Crystal XArc want. Oh, yeah. Search in Alphano or Alizé. Well, small talk real quick. Your first order of business will be to reunite with Alphano and Alizé. In so doing, the predicament here in Novardent should become abundantly clear. As for communications with the source, Feel Yule will gladly, oh my gosh, I can't talk right now, gladly serve as your messenger. If needs be, however, yourself should be capable of making the journey between worlds. Device there will serve as a portal. Simply touching a hand to its surface will transport you to the location of the beacon I left on at the base of the tower. In theory, at least. I wonder what would happen if I just went on. Okay, it brought me back here, but I wonder. There ain't nobody over there. Let's talk to these guys. As we went to site here anyway, we decided to connect. Okay, it don't seem like. To keep an advice you uncovered safe and sound, did you need to use it again? Travel to the first. Okay, hold on. I'll come back. Exit to north. I just want to see. Okay, can I talk to him? Yeah, he'll take me back there. Okay. Let's use this. Oh, I just want to see if I can talk to Tatara and see if she says anything for me coming back. San, I was going about my business the other day when a feastly little pixie suddenly appeared and gave me a report about your doings. It certainly sounds like you have your work cut out for you, so just leave things here to me and focus on getting things done on the first. Okay, cool. Alright, well I guess we can just go on back. I was just curious to see what happens if I gone all the way back there. Okay. Now let's make our way on back. Yep, send me back. Will this take me back to... Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Alright, dude. I say let's do Alphano. In search of Alphano, the Crystal XArc is eager for you to meet with Alphano. You will visit Alphano and Kolisha then? Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the coast, so you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here's a letter introduction. Present to Zizam Najimi, the master of beasts at... I don't know. Terminus Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alphano, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Should I just go ahead and get... Okay, in search of Alizé. The Crystal XArc is easier for you to meet with Alizé. Ready to depart for Araj? Alizé will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure she is. She's like a huge fan of the Warrior of Light. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was repeatedly. Oh wait, it's because she got to be with the Warrior of Light by herself for such a long time, and she was like, why when it was getting good? I think that's what she was basically saying. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Cassard, the master of merchant caravan. There are a few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at Amro Launch and he will see that you reach your destination. Okay, cool. Alright, so we are definitely going after Alphino first. Then we'll get Alize. Alize, I like you, girly, and I know you're probably looking forward to seeing me again, but Alphino is definitely first. Plus, I feel like he'll be good on giving me some insight on what's going on. Matter of fact, I know I can't like teleport or anything, but oh wait, he would just give me information. Can I go over to this one? I don't know if I got that one. Like I said in the last part, this place is so beautiful. Like, it's a very good looking place. Oh, there's a blue one over here. What does it say? Hold on a moment, Sinner. You're not from around here, are you? A fellow wanderer's soul, an eternal inhabitant of the road. I thought so. Erlith, the name. My inspiration to travel is the wide world. Well, whole wide world. Though it's a fair bit smaller than it used to be, so as far as dreams go, it's a lot more realistic than you might think. But danger still lurks in every corner, around every bend. Even so, this sinner's got nerves of steel. He's a born explorer. Earlith? There is no land too distinct or place too forbidden. Aye. But what is that I spy poking out your back? Of your pack, a log, if I'm not mistaken. Give it over if you would. Haha, I thought so. A record of fantastic vistas and unforgivable sights. We're kindred spirits, armor of a feather. Excellent, excellent. 'Tis only right that I share with you such wondrous experiences as you have with me. A collection of amazing vistas I catalog myself that I guarantee will rival the best you have ever seen. Nervant may be a shadow of its former glory, but there is still joy and excitement to be found. If you know where to look, my friend, so I implore you, look, look, look. Follow in my footsteps. Savor every moment of the journey, and then, when you feel you have discovered every secret this realm has to offer, start again. I promise you won't be disappointed. Sightseeing log expanded. Cool. Yeah, I already know. Okay. Like, I want to think that this place is actually, the fallen place before a realm was born? I don't know. That's just my thinking of it. Recording node. I was looking at this other cutscene earlier, but let me see. Buzz. That's it. It looks cool. I want one. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rockery? Signed by the XIV, no less. Yes, I can provide you with a Amaro for a passage to Coselius. I'm sorry, a lot of these words are pretty hard for me. I will pick you out a friendly whip. That's it. Not a truckable den? And Amaro, you say? That's right. Mounts like my gray friend over there are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from a further afield. We're accustomed to chocobos, perchance. I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. Seeing as you are plainly unaccustomed to riding Armoro, I think it's best to accompany you with a flight myself. Any Zune worthy of a name could do it, of course, but the XR sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Okay. I was just there. Alright. Let's go back. Okay. Oh. You want the flying armor to Cassia? Whatever way. Well, I suppose a master Jianmei is going with you? Wait here, please. The master should be along with the mounts shortly. You can now travel to Colcia. Speak with the aspirant armorer tamer to fly to the island. Okay. You can also use your ether compass to assist with locating ether currents in new regions. Should you lose this compass, speak with... Okay. Alright, so just like the other expansions, you just talk to some of these people and they'll give you another one. And be replaced by... Okay.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Colcia. I think it's Colcia. Cool. Those things are like weird looking chocobos. Alright. We are arrived. This is Crackshell Beach on the eastern coast of Colcia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Spy you that city in the distance? That is Elmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystallium in scale and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Elmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystallium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Elmore is strained at best. It may be best to conceal your ties with the XR during your stay here, especially in this vicinity of the city. Yeah, why is that? But I'll do it, but why is it? I'm glad we understand each other. Now the X-Arc has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. Okay, if you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystallium lives there. A man who gives the name of Ebar? Ebar keeps an eye on everything that happens in Colcia and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a spring of thyme that will let him know you can be trusted. Here. This should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the armor until you're ready to return. Alright, well, let's go then. Oh, hobgoblins. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Oh, you trying to go? Uh-oh. got trouble coming up. It's been a while, so I'm trying to remember how everything goes. I don't remember everything, but I'm getting used to it again. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep fighting because I haven't gotten used to everything just yet. Now I'm only gonna fight if they come to me. Because it doesn't really do any good to fight enemies as much. I mean, sometimes it does, but most of the time it really does. Oh. Alright, let's go. Most of the time it doesn't. Oh, hey, it's an ether current. I remember those things. Hopefully they're not as bad as how Stormblood was. Stormblood was ridiculous when it came to the ether currents. Oh, there's a little town area out there on the island. I think that's where I'm trying to go, actually. But yeah, the ether currents in Stormblood was ridiculous. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. Well, there goes our guy. Okay, what are you after? Fish, crab? I think I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere if you have a taste for them. No, I'm here for this. Oh, I do love a bit of thine. And someone's fighting over here. Chuck some in the pan and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say as there's been any major upsets to report these past weeks. You having fun over there? Alphino, eh? I know one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Elmore is richer than all of Nirvana put together, but it's different story for them as live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just staying to stay alive, which makes your friend dedicated to helping others and stand out all more. Hey, I can hazard a guess if you to where he is now. Get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for a Still Tide, that's a fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keo. Wait there and I'll see Alphino join you. Okay, cool. So right up there. As a matter of fact, someone just reminded me about my little companion. I forgot about him. I can at least level him up if I wanted to. Getting that work, a little hobgoblin. Alright, you're done. Moving on. I think he was just eating something. I'm pretty sure he's probably want to fight. Yep, I knew it. Let's atone to this. That's a cute little chocobo right there, how he's dressed. Alright, there should be a guy, maybe inside here? Or, nope, just a little place for me to wait. This your first time in the tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to lauder. What will you be having? I'll take a water, please. A fine choice. And what you'll be playing with? I got Gil. Well now, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like these? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test your purity, and I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. Ah, here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of experimentation work? I want you to squash any vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me as sleeping on the job. He'll be the old Salo next to the fence snoring like a snot. Do that for me and you can laze about here as long as you like. Cool. Fly away. Here we are. This guy is doing the same exact quest as I do. That's what I like about this game is the fact that some people can be doing the same thing you're doing. Okay. No response. Maybe you need to knock louder. No response. Perhaps you're occupating his hard of hearing? Okay, now a cutscene. You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. What the heck? No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The non-scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Okay. So I guess we'll go back and tell them that, the place was no good. They weren't there. And they haven't been there for a while. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Nothing. He hasn't been there. Gone? Must have left to join the rest of the hopeful. In Gate Town outside Elmore, you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind at all. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house. Cool. Is that our boy? I think it is.
How is business today, Mistress Theva?
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Tis good to see you, my friend.
The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alfino, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu. It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
Me? I was more worried about you. We thought we lost you. Yeah. Think of everybody else too.
Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding.
I bet.
but I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before. I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral Calamity. Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the Calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin-Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Of course, man. You're like my day one when it comes to adventure. That's basically my character saying what I said.
And so we take to the road once more.
Just like we started. Oh, I got a new ability while I was at it. What is this? Let me take a look at it real quick. Deals unaspected damage with a potency of 100 to all nearby enemies. Sounds pretty good. Let's move you right there and you right there. Okay, cool. Open arms, close gates. Okay, assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Elmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come from here, we must head west and then cross a small bridge. Nice. It's good to have Alize back. Not Alize, but Alphino back with me. And we'll get Alize eventually. I think I should check out some of these chests while I'm at it. So give me just a moment. Alright, cool. We're good now. I just wanted to switch out a couple of things and get my equipment all good. We should just keep straight from here and go where Alizé. I keep getting Alizé and Alphino mixed up because I haven't talked to them in a while. But, should meet up with Alphino after this. We got a giant lizard over there. I think that's Alphino right there. Yep. Alright, Alphino. Coliseum seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. Sigh. To think that whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No, get away from me, screaming woman. I thought I saw something up there. Over there. Quickly, someone's in trouble. Yeah, I saw something up there. Oh, it's a Sin Eater. Manic Madam. Oh, thank the fates. Look out. Oh, we'll take care of this thing. He ain't nothing. See, he's about almost dead. Look at that, look at that. Right now, I'm just throwing everything at him because I want to. Get out the way. Get all that out of here. That's too much going on. My poor heart. Thank you, young sir. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings. But I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you alright, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Elmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying out here. One hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone. Least you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now, I'm sure a strapping lad like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There not to be a had here, but cobwebs and memories. 'Tis as the lady says, many in these parts are abandoning their homes to live in Elmore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are a precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, have you been told of these monsters? Somewhat, not much. A brief history then. It was not long after the flood swallowed the better part of the world that the Sin Eaters first appeared, some beastly, some beautiful. Yet, regardless of their form, all seem incapable of speech and all are driven by the same insatiable appetite for mortal ether. They are predators and we are their prey. Coliseum suffers from far fewer attacks than most regions, but even so, the list of the Sin Eater victims grow longer by the day. A tragedy without end. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. Alright, I need to find my ether currents too. So, about 430 yards northwest. Alright, we're coming up to it. It looks like I still haven't found this ether current, but I guess it'll be fine. Alphino's right there. Could have talked to him, but it's okay.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond.
Yulmore, okay.
This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh? I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
Who are you?
He's not here to compete. Leave him be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
Looks like some jokers. Yeah, he's like excited about it.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy, even on days when fish is not on the menu.
Alrighty.
Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
None of them know how to cook fish.
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
That's pretty messed up. But that's how a lot of the rich and the greedy are like at times.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
Yeah, she's really excited about it. But how do you know she makes good fish?
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident. For you. Enjoy.
So everyone gets bread just because one person gets in?
Is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gate Town, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You better hope you make a good fish, because if you don't, I have a feeling they're gonna kick you out. Oh, she's checking me out. You're just gonna stare? I mean, I figured there's gonna be some type of way for me to get in there, some type of way, but I don't know. Alright, Alizé, what's up? Not Alpha, no. Sorry, man. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of the residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Yulmore, current ruler, came into power. Yet from what I've seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. And I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot but my words are invariably fall on deaf ears. Of course, nobody wants to listen. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gatetown and judge the situation for yourself. Let's check down here first. Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Yulmore pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Really, dude? Gatetown's not much to look at, eh? But at least it's safe, and the mole is the best thing I've ever tasted. Unlike you, man, I don't live in this world, so I don't have to worry about all that. Plus, I got a good home at the other place. That's far more better than what this circus town looks like. Look at that. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that awaits me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? Who knows? Alright, let's report back to Alphano. You've seen what Gatetown has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They become dependent on handouts of Mule, and believe Elmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I feign encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay unable to conceive of any other way of life. Let's see, a fickle existence. What will you say? You disapprove of these people's way of life. You disapprove of Yulmore. I mean, I feel like he disapproves of both of them, to be honest, but to be more precisely, I think he's more disappointed with the people they're doing. Disapprove? It frustrates me. Certainly, that's the only part of it, though. The whole situation makes me uneasy. Not that it matters. However unjust this system seems to me, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Yulmore largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gatetown, and so helmets of field across the island are left empty and unattended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Yulmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Colossea's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some malicious solution to all this, miraculous situation to all this. Yet I cannot help but frown on the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Yulmore's gate. It's fortunate you arrived when you did, San. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the sea surrounding the island, the Undu, they are called, though you and I know them as Sahigan. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos, rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Satoru told such great plains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Andu are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular. When I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business ventures for a prospective investor. Would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Newmarian lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Could work. Guess I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. Oh yeah. I remember that. My appointment with the Yondu is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Yeah, sure, man. I'll help out. Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first, then, we must pay a visit to Marshamo, my supplier in Wright. Come, it's just the northwest of here. No, someone's gonna be scheming. Of course, there's always gotta be someone scheming. Always gotta be somebody. I don't feel like fighting. I'm trying to find ether currents. I will worry about fighting another time. I'm just trying to get this ether current. I'm at my destination. Alrighty. Alpha No, what's going on here? This is Moshe Mo, the farmer of whom I spoke. Okay. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Moshe Mo. This is my associate, San. We are here to collect the produce I have purchased. I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. A still lad, short blue hair. Yeah, it's the guy that we saw earlier. No, he said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confounded, someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. If this charlatan was here not long ago, we cannot have gone far. Or he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of town, and I shall take the west. Alright. Here we are. Search surrounding for a male investor with short blue hair. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and zoom out. Target a likely suspect and inspect him with R2. Okay. I remember this way back during the Stormblood phase. Yep. You have located your query. That may not be him, though. I mean, who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Saying any sign of him? Right over there. You have a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape. And I'm just gonna look at him go. After him! Slay him! Slice and dice him! No, I'm just gonna...
There you are. The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
I could just struggle, but...
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear. Must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore.
No. Man, that's your problem right there.
That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
You can do that at some other place, at the Crystarium.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
I believe you're giving people opportunities, but sometimes they can be stubborn. And he seemed to kind of stubborn.
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless? I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alfredo, ever the slave to sentiment.
Yep.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Rite then? Is that...
Oh, someone's
I can't
like...
be sure, but I think someone's in trouble. Come on, they may need our help.
Alright, let's go check it out. let's speed this up. We're gonna need a bike, Alphino. We can wrench Alphino. Here, he's breathing. I think, though, he won't last long without help. Alright. Oh. Nope. There we go. Aiding. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Cough splatter. Mercy, mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? We'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tri-Soul. I was invited into Elmore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lorvati City. Within days, they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the goddamned ocean. From up there, how were you not dashed into pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrosities and the citizens condone such barbaric punishment. Without a second thought, when Lord Varnty passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Elmore, his words is law. The fires chased the chills from my bones. Thank you again. The more I hear about Elmore, the more determined I am to see what awaits within its walls. I shall bend my thoughts toward securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first, we should convey Tri-Soul to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. A way into the city. Everyone's trying to get back in there, or in there. I'm gonna fight you real quick. Alright. That guy was trying to fight, so I was like, I don't know, should I fight him? But no, I don't have to worry about it. I wonder what Tri-Soul will do now. Okay, pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And if you permit me, I will assist you in your attempt to enter Elmore insofar as I am able at any rate. Yeah, I figure you probably want to get back in there. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into the awful place makes me sick to the stomach. But since it's plain that you've set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Elmorian elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such as a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood? We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I gave it gladly after all of you done for me. Besides, I can't. I don't think I can have the heart to paint anymore. Oh, dang, for real? That's not good. As to what I do instead, I honestly haven't decided, but I shan't stay long in this place. Not with the city brooding over me. Nay, I will move on to a new lands and new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now on until my dying day. Cool, thanks. Let's see. Let's take a look at this real quick. City of Final Pleasure. Yeah, I think we'll save that for the next part. I think we did enough for right now. We played for quite some time too, and you know, everything seems to be good so far. You know, like trying to get Alphino and Alize. It's nice to have Alphino with me again. It reminds me back of the Heaven's Ward days, and of course we'll get Alize after this. So I'm curious to see where things go after these, but other than that, I hope you like this episode of it, and I will catch you all in the next one.